I'm going to attempt to live the next 50 hours in Red Dead Redemption 2. However, the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't exactly what you think. Everything is now extremely realistic, from needing jobs to make money, real seasons that evolve over time, and a health system that, if ignored, could end everything. Now, how this is going to work is I'm simply going to be putting on the headset.
Player 1.
The clock has started. Here are the goals. Rule number 1, I can't die. In order to achieve this, the decisions I make need to actually be realistic. That means no random robberies, and definitely no random killing. Rule number 2, I must stay in the headset for the full 50 hours, no matter how badly I want to get out. And the last rule, I need to make a total of $30,000. Now that might not seem like a lot to you, but let me just remind you, this game takes place in the early 1900s, meaning $30,000 back then would have been equivalent to having $1 million today. However, the first big problem that we face, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are homeless, and the only thing we have is a tent, a knife, and a lasso. But in other news, the weather is already starting off bad, so I'll need to find a spot to call home. Excuse me, ma'am? I quickly looked through the poor neighborhoods, hoping to at least find an area that somebody would let me put my tent up in. And I ended up finding the perfect location. Is it beautiful? No. But hey, it has character, and I like it. I ended up asking one of the locals if I could set up a tent. He said yes! He said yes! I got my tent set up, and I can officially call this place home. However, I'm still a very long way from getting my $30,000. So, I'm gonna need to, well, find a job. The first spot I went to look for work was actually a local bar, and it seemed pretty good. However, I was quickly distracted. This lady was telling me all of the things a young man would want to hear, and I was very happy, so I ended up following her, assuming she had a job for me. Yeah. I thought she had a job for me, nothing else, weirdos. However, that was not the case. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Now, right away, in hour 1? In hour 1? I gotta bounce. I gotta go. Somebody please help me, these men are trying to hurt me! Oh my goodness! Okay. At least we have a knife. Matter of fact, why am I running?
Slice up real now.
Oh, go! Okay, now I gotta bounce. I'm out of here! Imagine this is how I die right away. This would be the worst attempt ever. Okay, I think we've lost him. I think we lost him. Well, I was a lot closer to dying than I thought I would this early, but hey, at least I'm still alive. I decided to go to another bar to see if they would end up hiring me for some work. However, I ended up hearing somebody, and I quickly ran outside because of this interesting man. This guy's saying all the right things right now.
Wall Street brought here to the south.
Okay.
To help those wise enough to
for
help
sure.
themselves.
This man was saying all of the right things on how I could get rich and how I could do it quickly. I mean, hey, that sounds great to me. Only issue is the book that he was selling, which was supposed to get me rich, was $50. So for now, I had to pass. But I finally went to a place that I knew needed help, and they were offering work. The docks. My first ever actual job was picking up a hay bale. That's pretty cool. As I walked past my fellow coworkers, I couldn't help but feel fully immersed in this new life that I'm living in. I was saying hi to people I walked past. Hey, good morning to you, Jerry. I really felt like I was one of them. I was a blue-collar worker. I repeated my task, and boy, was it fun. Even started helping out with other stuff, like moving boxes. However, I did quickly realize that I had neglected something already when it came to my health, and that was my sleep. I'm literally about to pass out. No. Hey, am I proud of the fact that I passed out on one of my first real days of working? Of course not. But I guess this kind of goes to show that I am going to need to take my sleep a little bit more serious. Thankfully, I woke up and I was able to complete my task as if nothing happened. Would my boss be mad? Probably. Would I get fired? Yeah, probably. But for now, I have a job, and I wanted to do it right. Alright, that looks pretty good. I like that. In fact, speaking of doing it the right way, I had an entire system going on with how I was placing the boxes, and I saw that Greg, he's a fellow coworker of mine, was picking up the last box. You know where that goes, right? I figured he knew exactly which way and direction to put the box, but just to be nice, I decided to lightly take the box from him. Greg, just give me the box. Thank you. What you mean what's the matter? You don't know where the box is going. Whoa, Greg! Greg! Oh my! Greg's gone crazy. Somebody please help. Somebody please help. Greg has gone crazy. Greg, listen, man. I was just trying to help out. I know where the box went. Oh no. I guess now is an important time to tell you that I'm using the character John Marston, and if you didn't know, he cannot swim. So... Oh, I forgot he couldn't swim. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully Greg has calmed down. Greg! Why does he have a gun out? We gotta get a lawman over here, please. When have I ever asked for that playing this game? I'm asking for a lawman right now. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness, Greg is just shooting. I don't even think he's shooting at me at this point. Sir, he's over there. No, you're going the wrong way. Thankfully, the law ended up getting involved with Greg, and Greg died.
He didn't. What?
But I got $50 after a long day of work. At about 4 hours in real life, I switched my job to do another job, which was farm work. Interesting enough, this was pretty much the same as the dock job, except it was just working on a farmland. I'll be honest, it was fun, kind of. Still got to move a bunch of hay bales everywhere, and I got to sharpen an axe this time, though. Alright. However, as I was sharpening this axe, I saw that my feet were filthy. Look at how dirty my foot is right now. What is going on? And it wasn't just my feet, it was absolutely everything. And I guess it's a good time to tell you that if I ever do want to clean myself, which is going to be important, I'm going to need to use a lake or any body of water that I can find. In this case, I'm using the lake that's right by the city to get clean. Do not judge me. I'm sure you do the same thing. In fact, actually comment, what would you do if you were this dirty in real life and you lived in St. Denis? I mean, come on. Now that I smell like lake, I ended up getting my paycheck for the day, and I'm up to $80. I mean, I am rolling in the dough. Boy, I entered into my first store, and honestly, I was pretty blown away on how it looked. Remember, I'm in this VR headset, so this world does truly feel like I'm living in it.
Wow, guys, this actually does look so real.
Most of the stuff I knew I shouldn't buy since I was trying to save money. However, I do need food, or I'll actually die. So I bought some bread. Is this stuff fresh there? Okay. It was also nice since I was on my lunch break, so eating my bread now, I won't have to worry about food for a bit. Alright, my food core's all the way up. I also bought some salted venison from a small shop owner from a man called Clyde. He was actually a very, very nice man, and he made some really good venison. But I ended up doing something so crazy, you wouldn't believe it. I moved more boxes. Yeah, it's getting a little bit repetitive now, honestly, but, you know, it's the only way I know how to make money, so. However, at hour 5 in real life, I did actually change things up and walk into a saloon that Clyde told me they were hiring, so I was like, hey, let me get a job. And Clyde was right, I got a job cleaning tables. I actually saw a comment on one of my videos that said it wouldn't be a JNO video if there wasn't a moment in which I was cleaning tables, and at this point, I think you're right. I'm gonna trademark this as my own thing. I'm officially over $100. I mean, let's go. This is going great so far. I was proud of what I had. However, as I was walking at the streets at night, I heard a familiar voice. Okay, here's this guy again, man. This can't be real. There's no way I buy it, it actually helps me out. It was the same man that was talking about how to get rich quick earlier. I ignored it, and I was just gonna go walk home. However, something in me just said, take the risk. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna take the risk! I'm gonna be rich now.
Okay.
I'm telling you. I read the book from front to back, and honestly, it was pretty interesting. However, will this pay off over time? I guess I will have to wait and see. The next hours of my life and the next days in game were really just me working a literal 9 to 5. That's, like, seriously. I actually got jealous of the trains that were leaving the city because part of me wanted to do that as well. I wanted to explore what was out there in the world. But hey, at least I'm making good money. Oh, I envy this train right now, y'all. However, there is a full world for me to explore, with bigger opportunities to make money, with businesses that I can buy, other local jobs around different towns. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need to get one specific thing. A horse. I know I could tame a wild one, and that technically would be realistic. However, I wanna do it the right way. I wanna actually buy and earn it. The horse I want is over $200, so I'm gonna need to keep working in hopes to, well, get that number up. I ended up getting promoted, and I was officially able to work behind the bar instead of just cleaning the tables. Honestly, everything you've already seen, I was doing, and time was kind of flying by, kind of not, both in the real world and in the game. I even got a piano job. However, alright, I made some money off that. This was my audience. I'm getting closer and closer to be able to purchase this horse. However, I could not neglect my hygiene, so I started bathing in this water well thingy in the city. Don't judge me, Max. Eventually, I got my big break, and I was able to clean glasses on a cruise ship. This might have been one of the most important jobs, since when I got paid, it officially pushed me over the amount I needed for my horse. Meet Charlie. She's a very sweet and, I guess I'll say, special girl.
Because tonight will...
I ended up showing Charlie where I was living, since it was gonna be my last night actually sleeping here. This is the place. I will see you in the morning. Look at that edit. Wasn't that cool? I started hour 10 off with a quick walk, and that's when things got a little real. I saw a cat, and then I thought about my real life. If you don't know, I have 2 cats that I love with all of my heart. Their names are Oscar Bean and Malcolm. Each time I do a VR challenge, I think they get a little confused on why I'm doing it. However, I don't have time to think about that. My reality right now is the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. So I decided to pack up where my first home was. And weirdly enough, this kind of felt like it was bittersweet, like I was leaving something behind, saying goodbye to my first home. I don't know, it felt weird. I started this challenge at 8 a.m., meaning I have until 10 a.m. on Monday. As you might imagine, I'm tired, so I ate some dinner. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna stay in the game for the full 50 hours, well, the headset will consistently be charged, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, and I also disabled my food and hunger thing just so I can actually sleep and not worry about my character dying. Well, on that note, I will see you.
Good morning, my friends. It is an early one, but we got a long day ahead of us.
And it all started with me leaving the city. For a quick update on the goals/rules, goal number 1, I can't die. So far, so good, though we did have a close call with Greg. Rest in peace. I also need to stay in the headset for the full 50 hours, no matter how badly I want to leave. And lastly, I need to reach $30,000. So far, I'm at 0 after I purchased Charlie, but that's okay because I have one of the best ideas yet. Gold panning! Now, if you don't know what gold panning is, well, you have to grab a bucket, get a big scoop of water, pour the water into this machine, move the pan around, and you should get gold. I got a rock. Well, you hope and pray that you get gold. In this case, I didn't get very lucky. I kept at it, trying over and over and over again. I was honestly determined to get this single piece of gold, but time was starting to fly away from me. But then...
Come on.
I got gold! Was it worth it? Probably not. It was more so for pride than anything, just the fact that I could say I got gold. It's really not going to probably be profitable in the long term. I ended up making my way to a small town of Van Horn. All right, Van Horn check with John. It was small and cute, however it was definitely dangerous, which got me thinking about probably investing in a weapon soon, just to be safe.
I am not gonna be here very long.
I didn't spend too long there as I quickly made my way to Ennisburg. This was a town that was known for mining, and I heard it pays very well to do a mining job. So if they needed extra miners, I would love to contribute. However, as I was about to get this mining job, I overheard a conversation.
You want me
What's going on here?
I don't want you to work in that mine.
That's literally the job I'm about to do, y'all.
Provide for us if you ain't got no lungs. And what if it caves in again?
Now, again, I can't die, and despite that very clear warning from that very nervous wife, I still decided to see if they needed help, and look at that, they were hiring. Yay!
All right,
I guess.
got the job, y'all. This is it's my job now.
I walked in a little scared, but excited. It was a new experience, something I was excited to do. But once I started working, this honestly took a lot longer than I thought.
Oh my goodness.
I probably spent a full real-life hour in these mines. But then...
Come on, it's the last one, I hope. Yes! I had to collect my salary now. Let's go. Let's go.
I collected my salary and oh boy, I'm over $100 again.
I don't mind that. That's not bad.
As I started doing some more work tasks in order to get money, I thought to myself, did I really just leave the city to do some of the same things in a different location? I quickly left that town in hopes to not get sucked into another 9 to 5. Not to mention, seasons were about to change and fall was soon to happen, so I needed to stock up. Each house that I found in the open world, I decided to borrow a lot of their materials. You know, just to borrow it, not steal it. I even got some salted venison, which made me think of Clyde. I wonder if this is his venison. I found myself getting lost in this game, as if nothing from the outside world even mattered. The only thing that mattered to me was reaching that $30,000. $10. However, for a second, I switched to pass-through mode on the headset and saw that my cats were on a walk. Yes, I actually do walk my cats with my girlfriend, Lizzie, some of you might know. However, today, watching this, I couldn't help but kind of feel a little sad that I was missing out on this, and it's honestly kind of sad looking through a virtual lens. However, right now, I can't think about that, or else I'm never gonna get these goals done. I made my way to Valentine, but not for work. Well, it was work kind of. Valentine had an opportunity for me that would pretty much change everything throughout my remaining time living in Red Dead Redemption 2. I was here to buy a business, but in order to do that, I needed to do something pretty bad. The way I'm getting money right now, well, I'm never going to reach my goal. So I bought a gun with the money I had, and I made it as nice as possible, because I needed to break a man called Clint out of jail. Now, this wasn't just some random robbery or killing, so in a way, this is kind of realistic, since I'm doing this to make money. However, this moral dilemma, as far as it being a realistic way or not, it needs to wait, because right now, I need to figure out a way to break out my potential business partner out of jail. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have zero idea what the best strategy is here. I'm just guessing I'm gonna stab him in the back here, and hopefully we get things rolling. Nobody saw me. Oh! How did he not hear me or see me? Okay, we got this guy. Oh, gosh. No, go back to sleep. Sheriff, go back to sleep, please. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. I don't know where the key is. I think they heard her. Get out of here! Charlie! She is down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap. I'm gonna have to shoot my way out of here. Charlie might be just a goner. As much as I love her. Where is Clyde? Oh, Clint. Sorry, I messed his name up. Clint! Where's Clint? What? Why is Clint all the way over there? How did he even get out? Okay, come on, girl. Oh, I'm so happy I got this. Poor survivor. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here, Clint! Okay. I honestly think I survived that. As bad. No! Clint, fight for yourself, please. Do not die. Oh my goodness, imagine this. This isn't gonna be even worth it. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Alright, bounce, please. Out of here. I'll find another horse. Okay. Clint, I have this horse. A random horse. Get on. He actually got out like really fast. Okay. I think we lost him. Don't know if this is worth it, though.
Come on, let's go. Hey, easy.
Goodness. Okay. Everything was a mess with Clint. As of right now, he was nothing but trouble. However, I had the opportunity to spend all the money I had on a potential business with him. And I did it. The business is a moonshining business. Basically, I make moonshine and I sell it for profit. Will the investment pay off? Well, I guess I'll have to see. Just like my Get Rich Quick book. Will it pay off? I'm still waiting to find out. Now, the one big problem I had is that it costed at least $15 to get this thing up and running. I would have thought that it would have just started right away, given the fact that I killed like 3,000 police officers, but I guess I need more money. But another giant issue that I am facing now is the season has officially changed to fall. Meaning I will have a temperature slot that I will need to look out for, or else I will die. So an investment in a winter outfit is needed. So I went to Strawberry to see if I could get some clothes, and what would you know? It's already snowing. Now the temperature slot hasn't kicked in yet, but it's gonna kick in like any second now. I did some honest work for some money. I got $11. Was that a lot? No, but it was enough for some boots. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just some boots. Okay. Well, at least I won't be walking around barefoot anymore. I still need more money to buy a full outfit. And I ended up seeing some men that were looking through a window at somebody. They were being creeps, so I didn't feel bad robbing them. Yeah, give me the money. Give me the money. However, just as I was leaving, I noticed that the general store worker was checking inventory for the night. Okay. Now, if I don't get enough money in time before this temperature slot engages, I'll probably die right away because I still don't have a jacket. So you might guess what I was thinking in this moment when it came to getting money and getting it quick. Okay, hopefully if I'm just super quick, he doesn't see. Okay, the light just turned on. I have to rob him now. Come on, let's go, quickly. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do it, but I need the money. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yes, thank you. Was this a nice thing to do? No. However, it wasn't pointless since I actually do need the money. You can tell me what you would have done differently in the comments, but as of now, yes, I robbed them. I made my way over to Valentine again to see if I could buy an outfit, and I kind of forgot that I ended up killing like a lot of lawmen before, so I wasn't able to be seen, so I needed to be careful. But as I was saying earlier, my temperature slot was going to kick in, and it's officially on. Meaning I'm going to need to find a winter outfit, or the likelihood of me surviving is pretty much zero. Okay, I'm gonna have to get in before I freeze to death. Let's see. Okay, my temperature did go up. Lucky for me, when I walked into the general store, nobody was working. No one's on shift right now. So I stocked up on literally everything I could as fast as I could. Guys, I got all the essentials right here. I'm taking absolutely everything I can. This is crazy. This is free pickings right now. Okay, I don't think sheriffs are still watching out there. Don't judge this, I have to do it. Right, I'm still trying to get an outfit. So. Now that I cleaned out the general store, I knew just the place where I could get this winter outfit. Blackwater. Guys, we're here, and you can see, look at the trees. They're actually like changing colors. Well, they've changed colors. We're fully in fall at this point. And they have the best spot right here, Outfitters, where I'll get the best jacket. And look at that, rate the fit in the comments, please. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I was finally able to head over to my business without freezing to death. However, my first task was already going to be pretty crazy. I needed to go deep into the mountains in order to take out competition. I had to kill some people that were selling moonshine as well. Unfortunately, there was a blizzard, and no matter how good your winter outfit is, and mine was pretty good, a blizzard will kill you if you're in there too long. And I did have some clear warning signs that maybe I was going a little too high, and this might not be worth it. Oh goodness. I quickly put down an emergency campfire, and I was able to take out the competition. All right. I did get a shotgun, looted a man who had dynamite on him, saw that these men sitting at the table really did not care that I just killed all of their friends. They really don't care. I finally started my own production of moonshine, but now I needed to wait to transport it. It's now 12 p.m. in the real world, and it's been a total of 28 hours that I have lived in Red Dead Redemption 2. If I'm going to reach my goal, I am going to need to take some type of risk, and that's what I did. I heard that trappers were paying much higher prices for exotic animals like parrots. The only challenge is that they're not in the country that I'm in right now. They are in a different country called Guarma. All right, we're going there, y'all. So I didn't let that stop me. This should be easy. I was able to drop off my moonshine wagon that was finally ready to be produced, and I got a quick buck for it. All right, that's not a bad amount of money. It's not the worst amount of money, but hey. Now, the only way you can get to Guarma is a ship that's located in Saint Denis, and the ticket was $50, and I do have that money, so I was off. All right, well, off to Guarma. I made it to the ship, and just like that, I was in Guarma. Oh, yeah. This was a nice change in scenery, honestly. I loved it. I even said hi to a guard. Okay, are these guards friendly? They don't... Oh, there's my answer. What in the world? Charlie, let's get out of here. Okay, I thought that because I could come here, the guards would be nice, but clearly not. Yeah, that was a mistake. I made it out into the jungle. Thankfully, I did not die. And then I decided to explore more to find this parrot so I could make some actual money. Let's find at least this parrot, because it's more money if I find it here. So let's find it. Surprisingly, finding the parrot was very easy. Okay, do not mind the aim in the beginning here. All right, so this little guy here is like over $100. Imagine what would happen if I got more of them. I mean, seriously, this is like free money almost. Kind of. But for some reason, I got more excited, and I decided to explore more. Okay, a little bit of a change of plans. I don't necessarily think I'm ever going to come back here, so I kind of want to explore a little bit. And I feel like there might be something deep in the city. So I'm going to take this guard out here. Hopefully... maybe something will pop off. I'm not even gonna take his gun. I just wanted to make sure I wouldn't get caught. Cause maybe there's some treasure. I don't know. I haven't been able to find anything though. How did they see? How did they see me? Okay, let's go. Let's go. I really do not want to die here. That would actually really suck. What just happened? Well, I didn't think I was going to need to tell you this, but I did install something to where if you get caught in Guarma, you would go to jail. Honestly, I forgot to even put this in, but here we are. I honestly wish I didn't put this in. I completely forgot about this, and now look where I am. The worst part was they literally took everything from me, even all my money, my clothes. It was rough. Goodness, man. I looted what I could, looking for a way out, and thankfully, I did end up finding a knife. Okay, at least I have a knife here. That'll help, I guess. Now, the only way to leave this Guarma Island is to reach the boat that I came here with. So I started walking around carefully. Okay, I have no idea how I'm supposed to leave this place. Is this... Oh, this opens. Okay. We have an opportunity to get out of here now. Okay. There's some guards over here. Gonna have to be careful. Look at them. Look at them! What do we have? Oh, we have a well. There's a well here. This goes down somewhere. I don't know if it's a well or not, but let's see. Alright. This is not scary at all. Okay, I found a lantern. That's nice. This cave is huge. Come on, come on. Where's the way out? The light! The light! Okay. Oh. Yeah. A little afraid of heights here. No! No! Oh, actually, that worked out. That worked out. Now my feet are killing me on the rocks. Can I drink this? Unfortunately, I can't drink the water here since it's technically salt water. I drank the last bit of the water that I had in my canteen, and I needed to leave soon or else I was going to die of dehydration or worse. Okay, I'm just gonna try to take this guard out. Let me get his gun. I killed my first guard to get a gun, but where's his gun? Where's his gun? Oh my goodness! They already saw me. I only have a knife. I need to get a gun or something. Come on, jump the wall. Jump the wall, John. Let's go. Come on, I need a gun. I need a gun. Is there any gun here? Any gun? Yes! Is this always spawn here? Okay. Come on, down, down. Oh, man. I do not want to die. Get this. I'm trying to get this gun that I got from him. There we go. Oh! Oh my gosh! Die. I just need to get to the boat, y'all. Let me get to the boat. Kill this guy. I'm using Deadeye. I'm using whatever I can. There we go. I gotta lock in. There are so many of them. Lock it in. I just have to get to the boat, and I think it like takes me away right away. Come on. Yes. I am so happy to be back home. I mean, oh my. Dying there would have really sucked since I'm so far into this challenge already. Thankfully, though, I did survive. Charlie! Oh my goodness, girl! I have missed you! I have missed you, my emo queen. And in another thankful note, Charlie did end up saving my winter outfit, so we won't have to go down that road again. It's been a total of 31 hours of this life of living in Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm really no better off than when I started. At this point, you're looking at a guy that is slowly losing hope. Not to mention, in this specific moment that you're watching right here, I was really missing my outside life. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining that I get to make these videos for a living, but you gotta remember, this is still my job, and sometimes when I see things that I want to be part of in the moment, it gets a little sad. However, just like before, I really can't think too much about it or else, well, I'll never get the goals done. I was able to deliver some more moonshine and I got a whopping 70 bucks. I cleaned some more tables to just kind of get back into a normal routine. However, just as I was cleaning the last table, I had an idea. This was something I didn't want to do. I got a bank loan. Basically, you can borrow money, and what better way to make money than to borrow money? Don't actually use that advice in real life, unless you know what you're doing. Okay. Now, I can also purchase other businesses. For example, I can buy a gun store. Now, I truly have no idea if this is worth the money, and if I've learned anything from the investments that I've made, so far, they have not panned out. And just like that, I am now the owner. Look at me. That's a smile. There's that smile. I started purchasing as much inventory as I possibly could in order to make some money as quickly as possible. All right, hopefully that will work. I also decided to move my moonshine business closer to where I was located by my gun store. However, right when I did that, I got a very weird message. What? My supplies? Now, I had no idea what that meant. I thought it had to do with my gun business, but I went to go check my moonshining business just to see, and well... Okay, no way, it's destroyed. Everything was destroyed. Was this payback for what I did to the other men? I don't know. I looted what I could, and I never ended up seeing that business again. But in other news, it's officially wintertime. I picked up the guns that I ordered, and I was fully ready to open up this business. Alright, let's hope I make some money. Let's just hope. I went to the butcher, and guess what? I still had feathers from the parrot that I killed in Guarma. And look at that, I got 55 bucks. Things were officially looking up. In fact, when I went to go check on my gun business... Alright, let's see... Oh! No way. That's an insane amount of money. This was the most money I have ever seen in a single day, and I actually could not believe it. I decided to cash out all of my money and figured if I'm making good money in this small town, imagine the money I could make if I purchased a business in the city. So I sold my gun shop and I decided to purchase the gun shop in Saint Denis. All right, we got it. I was spending real life hours and obviously in-game days just grinding, picking up inventory day after day, hour. For the first time since the beginning, this $30,000 goal actually felt like it could happen. I even picked up some extra jobs just to really keep this money up. However, just as I was about to drop off this bag of fish, I heard a very familiar voice. Oh, no way. No way that's him still. Playing the same game. You know what, matter of fact, let me get my money quick and go talk to him. I collected my salary and went to say hi to the old friend. The entire time I was watching him talking his nonsense, and I thought, well, I'm not rich, and he said that I would be rich quick. I wasn't sure if it was me missing my real life, or if it was the fact that I was just getting so tired of consistently losing and having setbacks, but nah, come here right now, my friend. You told me I was gonna be rich. I do not have all that money yet, so come here. Now, where you going? Where you going? Come on, mister. Oh, darn it. Yes. I got my money back, plus more, like a boss. For the first time, things felt like they were actually going my way. Money was coming in. I was going to shows in the city, all while I was making crazy amounts of money with this gun business. And without even realizing it, I went into the gun store to collect my paycheck for the day. And I was officially one simple job away from actually reaching my goal. And what better job to do it than the dock job? One of my first ever jobs was picking up a hay bale, and I wouldn't want to do it any other way, except this is a cotton bale, but you know, it's the same thing. And with one simple drop of this cotton bale, I did it. Oh my goodness. You are looking at the face of a man who in his own way truly felt like this was a real life achievement. I mean, yes, is it a video game? Of course, but I spent the past 37 hours here. So reality versus mixed reality is honestly pretty hard to see which one is real. It's now 9 p.m., it's late, and it was time for bed.
Good morning. One last and final time. I hope you can hear this. Because if you can't, then I guess I'll do a voiceover or something.
The next day I did things that I really didn't have time to do, like this small mini game. And of course, I did some things that made me feel just normal. I then said goodbye to everything. My first home, now just covered in snow. The farm field that I spent hours working in, again in snow. And the train that I got jealous of because it was leaving the city to go on its own adventure. Well, now it's 10 a.m. and I knew my adventure was officially over. Finally, the life that I have been missing will soon be reality again.